half number 2. The Dogs have been back out on the floor for the last 3 or 4 minutes.
What you want to see?
37.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Scott. What you want to see right now is you want to see the Dogs come out here and put this thing away. You started out 13 down and you battle back. You got to lead at the half. Now let's come out of the locker room and do what you ought to do. Put them away.
And Georgia will have the possession to start the second half. We'll work on the right end of the floor offensively. Ngumeze getting the start in the second half. To Wheeler inside. The little guy puts it up and in as it bounces off the rim a couple of times and falls through for Sahvir Wheeler. 44-37 Dogs. Valdosta State on the other end. It's Tyler Edwards. One-man show that time. He faked his first attempt and then he went back up with it and missed. And the Dogs rebound. Here's Hammonds running the floor. He missed the runner towards the basket with a left hand. Ball is loose on the floor, chased down by Anthony Edwards. He sets in the right corner. Rips a three right in front of him.
He stared at the defender like, if you're going to stand back there, I'm going to take it.
Valdosta State is going to take a timeout, and we will too. They call a timeout here. First call timeout of the second half will be a full 19-12 to go in the ball game. 47-37. Dogs by 10. Back in a moment on the Bulldog Sports Network. The second half for Georgia, and Valdosta State burns a timeout to stop the bleeding. We're up 10, 47-37, and right now you can come in and get some exceptional offers on all BMWs in stock. Visit one of your Atlanta area BMW centers soon for a test drive. BMW, proud sponsor of Georgia Athletics. Visit BMWATL.com for great offers.
I'm just looking down here in that first half, in the first few seconds here of the second half, Tom Crean's had 11 of the 15 guys on the roster in the game.
Yeah, as you go along, I mean, you would think you'd have to pare down that roster a little bit, but right now you're trying to find out who can play and who can play well together as Bryce Smith gets an alley-oop dunk from the right baseline. He tossed it up, long lob pass right to the right side of the rim, and the big 6'9" center went up and got it and dunked it with two hands. He's got 14 in the ball game. Here's Wheeler, crossover, fakes left, drives right. Oh, it rolled out on him on the drive to the basket. Ngumeze tried to follow, but the ball rolled off the right side of the iron. And we got a push foul on Georgia. That was on Amante. It's his first, and the Blazers will get the ball, trailing 47-39. Quickly into the front court goes Tyler Edwards, a 6'4" guard from Douglasville. He's matched up with Wheeler. Top of the key to Clay Giozzi. Spin move by the big guy Smith on the right block, and a foul going to be whistled on the Dogs. That's on the Hammonds. Rayshawn got The guarding assignment on the big man, Bryce Smith, the 6'9", 240-pound JUCO transfer, and he'll go to the free throw line after the Hammonds foul. Left-handed shooter. Free throw number 1 is all net good. 15 in the game for Smith.
Interesting looking. He stands totally flat-footed when he shoots his free throw. Look at it. Just got the heels and toes straight down and doesn't move them.
Kind of bends his knees towards one another as he stands at the line, but you're right, the feet stay where he plants them. He hits both free throws. He's got 16 in the ball game. Long three by Edwards, right of the lane. Missed it. Saved on a long rebound by Wheeler into Hammonds, up to Crump. Crump at the foul line. Ngumezi left wing, overhead bullet pass under the rim to the Hammonds. They get caught a piece of the backboard.
Wheeler steals it.
Ball's loose, yeah, at half court. Wheeler with a steal and a driving layup with a left hand good.
He's fun to watch. I tell you, he's not very big, but he's fun to watch.
Well, he can get in there where other guys can't because of his size.
You know what? I think you're exactly right, Scott. And he's pesky. You know, as a defender, he's a pest.
That's what you like. 49-41. Blazers miss a long three by Smith from the right wing. Sevier with an alley-oop lob towards the basket. It's tipped away by Darrell Jones. He was in the lane, jumped in the air, tipped away that pass. And the Blazers have it back on the other end. Airball a three from the left corner in front of their bench. Rebound to Edwards. His lay-in attempt is no good, but he was fouled on the play by Ngumezi. Amanze with his second here in the half. Stops the clock with 7:22 to go. 49-41 Georgia. Dogs trailing Valdosta State by 13 early in this ball game. But they lead now by 8. Valdosta State with free throws coming from the Fort Valley State transfer, Tyler Edwards. They've got a lot of transfers on their roster. And their head coach, as the free throw is good, is Mike Helfer, who is in his 15th season with 277 wins, 137 losses. His 22nd season of coaching overall, and he's over 450 wins there. He's been down in Valdosta for a long, long time. Missed the second free throw. 49-42 is our score.
And as you pointed out, Scott, he's been very successful there.
Yeah, 3 straight regular season conference championships for the Blazers. Crump off a curl, straightaway three, draws iron. And a foul on the rebound. Going to go against the guys in black, and they got big Bryce Smith that time. Number 2 on Smith. And it'll be a possession play for the Dogs as Edwards prepares to bring it in from out of bounds. And we had Tumani Kamara check back into the ball game. Wheeler stays in. Edwards, Ngumezi, Crump will inbound. Throws it into Edwards on the inbounds play in the lane. Skipped it in, and Edwards caught it on the bounce and scored on the lay-in. 51-42. Nice job by the Dogs on the out-of-bounds play. Blazers with the ball, left end of the floor. Darrell Jones dribbles around Kamara. They feed it into the corner for a three. Won't go. They try to tip in the rebound. Well, and that didn't work, but they kept fighting, and that was Morris Agee under the basket. Kept missing his tip in, but kept getting the rebound.
Well, and there's a reason
after a foul.
There was a reason for that. Georgia made a mistake defensively, and they allowed somebody to get between them and the basket to get position for the rebound. He had easy position to keep getting his rebound and going back up.
Agee clanks his first free throw attempt. As Rodney Howard comes back into the ball game for the Dogs, 6'11", 245, freshman. And Ngumezi checks out for the moment. Agee makes the second free throw after missing the first. 51-43. Georgia in front by 8.
Wow. Severe Wheeler.
Wheeler again. Well, you were telling me he loves to drive to the basket. You've seen him do that in practice, and we're seeing him do that here in the second half. Just to drive. It doesn't care who's in the lane either.
So just, yeah, that.
Valdosta with a nice backdoor play, but they missed the finish. Dogs deflect it and run out to Crump. And a foul, and Crump with a little shoulder shimmy for the fans in the stands.
And you see the excitement with Anthony Edwards coming hopping down the floor.
went full Steph Curry on him over there. And he's going to get the foul shot. Tyree with a dozen points, and the free throw won't settle in there. They had Crump for 12. They've got him for 11 on the stat monitor. It's 55-43. Georgia by 12. I can do that math. Here's Big Smith going to drive against the double team. We defend the rim well. Ball got loose, knocked away. Kamara picks it up, diagonal to Crump. Alley. Oh, we missed the follow. Howard got the rebound, but a whistle before his putback to go.
Yeah, Kamara got fouled on the alley-oop.
He did indeed, and that's why the basket didn't go. He got hit on the arm by Tyler Edwards. So the foul on Valdosta State will stop the clock with 15:51 to go in the contest. Georgia 55, Valdosta State 43. Breaking the action back after this on the Bulldogs Sports Network. Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. For every three-point shot made by the Dogs, Scana Energy will make a $25 donation to the University of Georgia General Scholarship Fund. How many threes do we have tonight? 6 so far for the Dogs in this exhibition contest.
Yeah, 33% from behind the arc. That's decent. I'll take that right now for the season.
Dogs lead Valdosta State 55-43 with Toumani Camara at the free throw line. Misses that opportunity. Another top 100 prospect in this recruiting class. He was a first-team All-State player in Florida. Averaged 24 points, 10 rebounds as a senior last year. Hits the second free throw. I believe that's his first point of the night. And it is 56-43. Georgia by 13 now. We've completely reversed it. We're down 13 early. Now we're up 13. And we got a foul on a loose ball by Wheeler. Severe Wheeler whistled for the foul. Blazers will inbound. Front court near sideline. Crump deflects the inbounds pass, knocks it back out of bounds on the entry by AG. And he'll go over the top instead of going down low on the bounce feed. And Edwards almost went backcourt. He almost stepped over the half-court line with Wheeler guarding. Blazers have picked up their dribble and they're in trouble. Nice play by Kamara. He stole it. Feeds Crump for a three. Here it comes. There it goes. For three. Brought to you by Scana Energy.
Boy, that was pretty. That was pretty.
7th three of the night by the Dogs. Blazers down 59-43 now. Runner with one hand won't go by Chiozzi. Rebound taken by the Dogs. Wheeler attacks, feeds underneath. He jumped in the air and little wraparound pass to Rodney Howard, but
Yeah, Howard wasn't quite ready for
it.
it.
He was not. And the Dogs give it back to Valdosta State. We're up 16, though, with 14:50 to go in this exhibition game tonight. Crump almost knocked it out of Giozzi's hands, but he was able to maintain possession, then find a teammate in the corner for a three. That was Morris Agee, a sophomore junior college transfer from Linden, Alabama, who hit the three in front of their bench. 59-46 is our score. Dogs by 13 again. Edwards has the dribble. Crossover, drives with the left hand. Oh, and they called the charge on Edwards. Pushing off with the forearm.
I think it was a good call. He kind of bumped him with his shoulder to create that space.
He's very fast, though.
He is. You know what, though? I'm sure there were plenty of times in high school you got away with that. These officials at the collegiate level a little more attuned to that kind of
Yeah,
move.
they're looking for it, and then sometimes they see things that aren't there also. Just want to throw that in. 59-46. They throw it under the basket. Smith, first attempt, blocked. Second attempt, blocked. Taken away. Dogs. Harris going to run the floor. Fake got the bucket. He got fouled. That was nice. Jordan Harris, Iron City, Georgia. He just made him proud with that play. And Harris is going to go to the foul line for a three-point opportunity. And that is your Swifty Car Wash express play of the game. As Harris came flying down the floor. I like the fake pass into the corner. He pulled it back in and laid it up.
He's fun to watch, isn't he?
He is. Huh? 61-46. Jordan waiting on the ball to shoot the free throw. And last season he was pretty good at that, 84%. The left-hander misses right on cue. Rebound Georgia. Falling down out of bounds is Kamara. And I think they've got a foul on Valdosta State. Undercutting there is Bryce Smith. He kind of cut under Kamara. Forced him to lose his balance. The Dogs are going to get the possession. Donnell Gresham Jr. will inbound. He'll throw it into the lane to Kamara on the lob. He caught it in the air, tried to throw it down over the iron, but he got rimmed and kicked away, and he got fouled as well.
At some point this season, mark my word, that's going to work.
You're right. And if it happens here, the roof's going to come off.
You're exactly right. This place will explode.
Kamara with a deep breath, the left-hander strokes it good. Free throw. His second of the ball game. 62-46. And he misses the second free throw, but big Rodney Howard with the rebound. One dribble. And jump hook with the right hand.
And a great reaction from Coach Crean. He wants to see that young man develop. And if the faster, the better.
That's a good play if we can do that a lot. Smith, long three by the big man, no good. Off the left hand, and the Dogs pick up the ball. It's rolling in the corner over there. And Kamara's going to get it, feed it into Fagan on the front side of the floor. Gresham's got it now. Howard sets the screen. Gresham goes to Kamara. Fakes the pass right. Now we run a little weave at the top of the key. Feed it down left of the lane to Kamara. To Howard. To Harris. It's tipped away, stolen, anticipated by Cam Hamilton. He drives and lays it up and in from the left side of the iron. Good for Valdosta State. He anticipated that one nicely.
Well, and Rodney got a little careless with it. That's, you know, it's a learning process.
Yes, it is. Well, that's what these exhibition games are about. Certainly tonight, top of the key, tonight misses the three and then just kind of looks disgusted with himself as he looked away. He airballed it from straight away.
He's a better shooter than that, and he knows it.
6'8", 220. The freshman comes out of the ball game. Blazers inbound. Gresham trailing Hamilton, who's got the basketball. Now they switch up. We get Christian Brown on him defensively. 12:48 to go in the contest, and an offensive foul on the Blazers. Illegal screen by Austin Kelly, 6'7", 205-pound freshman from Andalusia, Alabama. 64-48. Dogs get the ball back on a mistake by Valdosta State. Gresham into the front court. Little hop across the half-court line. No-look pass down on the right block to Hammonds. Dribbles into a double team. They steal it. Blazers off and running down the lane, and scoop shot by Addy won't go, and then they crash out of bounds under the basket. Ball was knocked out of bounds, was blocked on the lay-in attempt by Georgia. It was DeMarcus Addy on the scoop attempt, and the Dogs blocked it out of bounds. So the Blazers will get it again. What's Coach talking about?
Coach Crean was talking about what Rayshawn turning it over there, that you don't need to dribble the ball when you got it in the post. You know, turn around and make your move, draw the foul, make the basket and draw the foul.
Giozzi with a three, his first points of the second half for Valdosta State to make it 64-51. Normally I can hear what he was talking about as he walks back in front of our broadcast position, but I couldn't hear him clearly that time. He was talking to his assistant coaches. Valdosta State has the basketball, laying on his back under the net. Was that Edwards? They called time.
Yeah, they quickly got the timeout.
So some pushing and shoving out of the huddle. Bryce Smith with some words. DeMarcus Addy with some words, but maybe that was Cam Hamilton. Georgia was trying to huddle up, and Valdosta State was just stuck in the middle of it.
Well, and what was kind of interesting there was you had the freshman, Burke Putnam, trying to, you know.
I think the referees are going to talk about it, Chuck, but we're going to jump into a timeout, and then we'll come back and explain it. See if there's any repercussions after that. 64-51, Dogs lead Valdosta State. It's an exhibition contest at Stegman, and it'll continue after this on the Bulldogs Sports Network. What was going on in that little scrum at the end of that last play. Before the timeout, we have learned that Bryce Smith, the 6'9", 240-pound senior center for Valdosta State, was issued a technical foul. He's come out of the ball game. It's 64-51, Georgia by 13. And it's going to be Rayshawn Hammond shooting the foul shots.
I got to tell you,
his
teammate, the freshman Austin Kelly, was trying to pull him out of there. And he kept slapping his hand away. He wanted no part of it.
Hammonds with the free throw. It's good. And Rayshawn closing in on double figures. He's got 9. Now he's got 10. Makes a pair of free throws. Technical foul shots. Now the Dogs will get the ball. And it'll be Gresham to inbound, right baseline in front of our bench. Donnell Gresham from St. Paul, Minnesota, the graduate transfer from Northeastern. Short jump lob right in front of him to Rayshawn Hammonds. He's double teamed. Now he's going to put it on the floor. Another double team. Feeds into the lane, and Harris picks up the ball out on the wing. Valdosta State's tried to pick up the defensive intensity with their tight man-to-man pressure.
They came out of that timeout huddle with the idea of playing. They were obviously lectured on their defense.
10 seconds on the possession clock. Harris called for a travel off the wing as he tried to dribble and drive to the basket from the right side. We turn it over. That's our 22nd turnover, believe it or not. But we're up 15 points, 66-51. Dogs go for a steal there. Hammonds comes up empty, and it cost us points as Daryl Jones goes to the basket unguarded. 66-53, Georgia. Gresham falls over the foot of a Valdosta State player, and he's whistled for a foul. Cam Hamilton called for the foul. As Gresham hit the deck. And we got free throws coming. 9th team foul on Valdosta State. One more, Dogs will be in the double bonus. Gresham at the line last season for Northeastern. He averaged just under 10 points a game. Free throw good. To go with 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. Pretty good numbers for Gresham, who started 33 of 34 games last season,
including against Kansas in the big dance.
He had a pair of free throws there. He's got some good credentials, and he's the veteran on this team.
No doubt.
He hasn't been on the team until this year, but he's got the credentials. 68-53, Dogs lead Valdosta State. Blazers with the ball. A little shake and bake from Jones. The big guy got it in motion, missed the jumper. Long rebound by Giozzi, and he chases it down for a 3, and it's good. Left wing 3 by Giozzi. He's their leading scorer in the ball game. And it's 68-56. Dogs lead is 12. A lot of time remaining. 10:49. Clock ticking here in the second half. Brown feeds into Fagan. They draw a double team on the block. Ty, no look bounce pass behind him to Brown on the drive. He draws the foul. Shot did not go, but he will go to the free throw line. And he's going to get 2 shots here, and that's also the 10th team foul on the Blazers. Football coming your way tomorrow. For those of you along with us tonight on our Bulldog apps and streaming online.
Dogs already in the double bonus?
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
We'll be on all platforms tomorrow for Georgia, Kentucky at 6 o'clock. Broadcast begins at 2 for the Dog Talk pregame show, followed by the rainy, soggy tailgate show at 3. Brown hits a pair of free throws. It's supposed to rain all day. 70-56 Dogs.
Well, that was a good call.
Valdosta State hustling up the floor and a tripping foul on Georgia. Severe Wheeler gets tangled up with Cam Hamilton. The floor burn for Cam Hamilton as he hit the skids. Wheeler with the foul. Stops the clock and puts the 5'11" guard for Valdosta State on the free throw line. He's a transfer from UNC Pembroke. He's from Charlotte, and the left-hander misses the free throw. Rebound Brown, outlet pass to half court. Anthony Edwards back in for Georgia. He retrieves, long diagonal to Fagan on the right corner. Drives out of the corner to the basket, up and in, and back. Ty Fagan with a nice drive right to the bucket and the layup.
That was Tom Crean basketball at its finest right there. Find that lane and go to the glass.
72-56, Georgia with a 16-point lead. Now we got a whistle from Anthony Jordan.
We've had a lot of whistles from Anthony Jordan tonight.
Foul on Anthony Edwards. Got the hand in the face and made contact with the head, as the referee explains to the freshman. If he hit him in the head, Anthony already knows it, right? Giozzi at the free throw. You would think he does anyway. Giozzi free throw is up and in good for the Blazers. Christian Brown comes out, a 6'6" freshman from Hopkins, South Carolina. Free throw is good. Kamara back in for Georgia, no substitution. Giozzi hits a pair. I think he's got 20 tonight. He does. He's the leading scorer in the ballgame. 72-58. Dogs with a 14-point lead. And the ball. Wheeler through traffic. Too many black shirts to recover that time. They took it away from him, and then they double dribble. We turned it over. They give it right back. Thank you very much. We'll take it. 9:57 to go. Dogs by 14. And Hammonds to inbound. Dogs inbound in the front court. Right baseline. Hammonds lobs it into Kamara. Took it away from Valdosta State drives down the lane, short, dump down low to Evans, a 3-foot pass, great shot, lays it up and in.
And that was the difference. A nice pass from Kamara to Rashawn. It was just beautiful teamwork.
Nice and crisp, about chest high, and Hammonds caught it and laid it up and in. Here's Wheeler with a steal and a drive and a lay-in.
Oh, guys, he is cat quick.
Man, this is shades of J.J. Frazier with that kind of defensive activity and scoring on the other end. 76-58, Blazers turn it over again. Here's Fagan out of the pack. Steps into the lane, lays it up. Good. Elfa says, I've seen enough.
20-point lead.
78-58. We were down 13 in the first half of tonight's exhibition, and now the Dogs are up 20. Are they going to make this a full?
Yes,
they are. Should we take it? Full timeout. All right, here we go. Timeout. We'll be back after this. Bulldog Sports Network.
From Bilbo.
Oh, then it's fake.
Wow.
Kinda
Boy,
like
that
Tony's
is
career.
nice.
God.
Wow. Mike, that's terrific.
Giosi. That guy's pretty good. 22. Of course, for Valdosta State out of the timeout, a baseline jumper for two from the right side. He's got 22, and now Georgia on the offensive end attacking with Amanzi and Gumezi, and his shot attempt just rolls off the iron, touched out of bounds.
That was close.
It was very close. Ngumezi, 6'9" sophomore from Savannah, Georgia, Johnson High School.
From the 9-1-2.
You sound like you're hip.
Well, you
not that you have a broken hip, but that you are hip.
Did you think that I wasn't?
I knew you were.
Sound like I'm hip.
My bad. Jumper for three for Ant-Man from the left corner won't go. The rebound is taken by Valdosta State. The Blazers are down 18. Cam Hamilton trying to drive by Crump. He wouldn't let him. Now here's Edwards with the ball. He gives it to Giosi. Now back to Hamilton, and he sees an opening. He drives on an angle from the left side down the lane, and the layup is good for Cam Hamilton. 78-62, 8:06 to go in the exhibition opener tonight. Green trying to direct Ngumezi to come out front to a high screen.
Look at this.
Ant-Man going to take an NBA three. Missed it. Bricked it off the right side, actually. Rebound, Blazers. Valdosta State with the ball. Hamilton works against Crump. Uses the body to create some separation. Reached his arm way away from Crump so he couldn't whack it out of his hands. And he scored on that scooping layup. 78-64 now. Wheeler has the ball, pushes it with one hand to Kamara, back to Wheeler. Into the corner, we feed Ngumezi inside the three-point mark. He dribbles it to his left, up the wing to Wheeler, left-hand dribble. to the foul line. Kick out Crump, long three, no good. Just barely nicked the far side of the rim.
Yeah, we've gone cold shooting now.
Rebound down to the Blazers. Valdosta State with a 6-0 run over the last 90 seconds or so. Now making an 8-0 run. 78-66 is our score now. We were up 20, now it's a 12-point lead. 78-66. We haven't scored since that timeout. 6:50 to go in the contest. Kamara holds out front on the left side to Ngumeze, top of the key, crossover dribble. Double teamed at the foul line. Jump pass to the right wing to Wheeler. He lobs it left of the lane. Off the hands of Ngumeze and taken away by the Blazers. Here goes Valdosta State now. Smith with a drive, got deep under the basket. And kind of twist his body trying to scoop it up and in, but he got fouled and missed the shot.
And some of what you're seeing now is just a lack of chemistry, which Coach Crane mentioned to you in his pregame interview. That, you know, that's the thing when you're putting 10 new faces on a roster of 15. They're still, until they start to play together and have a chance to spend time on the court in games like this, then you'll see that chemistry start to develop. But like he said, right now, they don't even know who they are yet. They don't have the foggiest notion of who they are, and certainly not who they can be.
Dogs have a scoring drought of almost 3 minutes now. We missed our last 4 shots. As we said, Valdosta State on an 8-0 run. But Georgia leads at 78-66 with 6:32 to go. The Dogs will play another exhibition game a week from tonight. That'll be a road game, a charitable exhibition game in Charlotte, North Carolina. Football will be on. And then the next week, football will be in Jacksonville. Their annual showdown with the Gators. And then the regular season will begin the following Tuesday for Georgia. Right here at Steckman Coliseum, Tuesday night, November 5th against Western Carolina. 7 o'clock start time for the season and home opener. And the Dogs will be at home for the first 4 games of the regular season. Western Carolina, the Citadel on November 12th, Delaware State on the 15th, and then Georgia Tech on Wednesday, November 20th. And that's before going to Maui Thanksgiving week. And that tournament is loaded.
Oh, it is. I mean, that's a premier college basketball holiday tournament, anywhere. And you go out to Maui and, you're going to see the best of the best out there.
Georgia making its debut in that tournament.
It's Dayton, right?
It's Dayton, yes.
At 9 a.m. in the morning, Maui time.
9:30.
9:30?
Yes.
So it's 2:30 here.
That's correct. And then the second game would be either Michigan State or Virginia Tech. And then the other teams in the draw include BYU, the host school, Chaminade, Kansas, and UCLA. So pretty good field there of 8.
Yeah, not bad at all.
78-66 is our score here. And, we've got 6:32 remaining. Blazers are at the foul line. Big Bryce Smith, who got a technical foul earlier in this half, sinks the free throw. He's a big left-hander. A lot of lefties in this ball game. Of course, Georgia had a ton of left-handers on the team last year.
6. 6 of them.
And we got a couple of them back this year. Harris and Hamilton are both left-handers. Blazers made both foul shots, by the way. And it's a 10-point game, so they've scored 10 in a row now, 78-68. Georgia got to get back to business here with 6:20 to play. Jordan Harris has it, fakes the overhead baseline pass, kicks it to Wheeler. Back to Jordan, move it over to Gresham on the left wing. Left block to Hammonds, draws a double team, spin move, jump hook good with the left hand. Rashawn Hammonds with 14 now. Long, quick 3 by the Blazers from the right corner is off the rim, and the rebound down to Wheeler. Severe Wheeler on a diagonal trot through the logo into the front court. Here's Harris for 3 left corner, around the rim and out. And a steal by Gresham. They got the rebound, and Donnell Gresham took it away, so we get the reset with 5:45 to play. 80-68, Dogs by a dozen. Here's Wheeler to Kamara, back to Wheeler. Severe on the right side near the hash. 11 seconds on the clock. Wheeler feeds Gresham, right corner 3 with a right hand. Good! Donnell Gresham Jr. with a three, brought to you by Scanner Energy. With 5:20 to go, 5:21 actually.
And there you saw the experience of Donnell Gresham Jr. After hitting that three, rather than celebrating with the look at me, he got down the floor, but looked back, saw the angle of the pass coming, got his hand up and deflected.
Dogs whistled for a foul, however, on the violation. Both teams over the limit and in the double bonus. And this will be 2 foul shots for Clay Giozzi. Greenville, Ohio. Free throw number 1 is good. He's the leading scorer in the ball game now with 24. Valdosta State pulls everybody off the foul lane except the shooter. I guess because he wasn't going to miss. There was no rebound, and he did not. And there was not. 83-7. Georgia by 13. Dogs on the offensive end as we approach 5 minutes to play in the game. Hamilton looked at the three, passes it over to Gresham, who shoots the three. Off the rim, we fight for the rebound with Rayshawn Hammond, but lose it out of bounds. The ball will belong to the Blazers. 5:03 on the clock. Now it begins to move as the Blazers will walk it up the floor, down 13 points. They were down 20 a little while ago as the Dogs went on a surge. And they scored 10 in a row. Now they're down 13. Cam Hamilton, the 5'11 guard, to Giozzi. He's trying to direct traffic. He says, go this way, and he feeds the ball in the corner. Up the wing, it goes to Hamilton with 8 to shoot. He drives, extends the arm, no call there.
Better look at the
all the way into the far corner, 2 seconds to shoot, and the shot clock expires as the Dogs took the ball away anyway, but they're going to say it was a shot clock violation and send the ball back on the other end of the floor, and it'll be Georgia's possession.
They lost total track of the shot clock.
Well, he did. Hamilton did. He was the one largely dribbling the basketball.
But with his back to that shot clock and not paying attention.
It's pretty prominent over the top of the backboard on each end of the floor, but he didn't glance up at it. Hamilton will shoot above the left elbow. It rattles out straight up and then down off the right side of the rim, taken by the Blazers. 83-70, Georgia with a 13-point lead. Valdosta State dribbles it away from the defender, Severe Wheeler. Giozzi with the ball. Slow bounce pass down the right edge to Smith, guarded by Hamilton. We double him with Kamara and Rayshawn in the corner, push him to the floor. Yeah, he went to the floor, lost the ball. The Dogs with a steal, no whistle in the corner for some good defense. And we turned it over on the other end. Hammond stripped going up under the basket. And a run out by Valdosta State. It does not come to fruition. They missed the running layup by Hamilton. Dogs take it the other way. Missed the runner. We get the foul and a dunk by Kamara. Finally, somebody scored. We were up and down the floor. And here's Valdosta State weaving through traffic. This is starting to look like one of those games in the rec center where they've been up the floor, down the floor too many times, and guys just stand in the back.
Stand there watching them.
I'll let you take it up. I'm going to give me the pass when they miss the shot.
Let me know how this works out.
Kamara with a nice sidestep and a hop through the line. Wow, that was a nice move. He changed directions on the hop, got to the rim, and laid it up and in. 87-72, Georgia by 15. Kamara showing some skill. Smith knocks Kamara down in the lane. He goes sliding. They hit a three in the left corner. Smith was driving, stumbled as he was passing the ball into the left corner. And he ran right through Tumani, but they didn't call it. And it was big Daryl Jones with the three ball from the left corner for Valdosta State. Dogs lead by 12, 87-75. Hammonds attacks, triple team, but he scored. He held the ball up high as he was running, and he just floated it up and in from about 4 feet away. 89-75, clock moving at 2:20. And Valdosta State with an injured player. And this is Bryce Smith, the backcourt. He's laying down in front of the Georgia bench. Tom Crean's taking a look at him.
Tom's telling him to stay down.
Going to have to get the training staff to check on their player. And this will be a timeout, so we'll take the timeout with 2:17 to play. 89-75. Dogs lead. Back in a moment on the Bulldogs Sports Network. to you by Regions Bank. The Dogs were down 13 in the first half. They led at halftime by 5 and went up by as much as 20 here in this second half. And Hammonds is the Dogs' leading scorer with 16.
We got some new guys on the floor. Jaquan Walton in there. Also, see, the young man Peak, who came out, he was a late addition to this roster.
Mike Peak, yes.
Mike Peak,
freshman from Chicago.
Chicago, I think originally from Kansas, if I'm not mistaken, but a very talented player who reclassified up a year to join Georgia this year.
I said Hammonds was our leading scorer, but it is in fact Anthony Edwards, who has 17. Rayshon has 16. Drive to the basket by Valdosta State is no good. Missed the layup. Dogs rebound the miss. And now here's Jaquan Walton to Anthony Edwards, and the whistle will kill that play before the shot there. A foul on Morris Agee. That'll put Edwards back on the free throw line. So Jaquan Walton, a 6'7" freshman from Columbus, in the ballgame with Mike Peak, the 6'8", 220-pound freshman.
And here's good news. Bryce Smith back in the game for Valdosta State. So got helped off, but apparently has recovered now and back in there.
Edwards rattles home the free throw. 90-75, 15-point Georgia lead with 1:45 to go. Season opening exhibition game winding down. Nice move and drive by the Blazers. Got all the way to the rim. Was that Edwards? Nice crossover dribble to beat the defender and get to the basket. Dogs with less than 90 seconds to go. A foul on Edwards now. Crump had the ball near midcourt, and Edwards charged him defensively and then bumped him, gave him a little hip check. And that'll stop the clock with 1:26 to go. Put Tyree on the free throw line for 2 foul shots. He's grabbing at his left hammy. I don't like to see that.
No, you want everybody out of here in good shape.
Crump with the free throw, and it's good.
Not long till we start counting them. November 5th. Again, Western Carolina will be here at Stegman as the season will officially get underway.
Anthony Edwards comes out of the ball game as Crump prepares to shoot the second free throw. Tyree with 14 and now with 15. He's hobbling. I don't know if he's cramping or he's pulled it. Left hamstring is what he was grabbing at. He's going to have to see the training staff down at the end of the bench. Hopefully just needs some fluids and stretching. And there's nothing more severe than that. 92-77, Georgia leads. Blazers with the basketball, less than 1:20 to go. Tyler Edwards, top of the key. It goes to Agee. Straightaway three is no good. Hits off the right side of the iron. We've got Jackson Eder in the ball game as well. One of the 2 walk-ons. No, that's Stan Turnier and Eder. They're both on the floor. How about that? Peak, top of the key.
Turnier did a good job taking that ball away.
Turnier's got it in the right corner. One dribble up to Walton. Jaquan, long three, just above the circle, won't go. Rebound tapped by the Blazers, and they control it off the right baseline. Up ahead quickly. Another long three by Agee won't go. 40 seconds to play. They get the rebound after the missed three. That one's no good. And a foul on the Dogs, I believe. In the battle for the rebound, or at least to get position on that second missed three. It's going to put the Blazers on the foul line. Clock stops with 36.5 seconds to go. Free throw by Giozzi is no good.
One of his very infrequent misses tonight.
92-77, 15-point cushion for the Dogs. Second free throw, that one's good. Right down the heart of the basket. He's going to come out of the ball game. And they'll insert Austin Kelly into the contest. 92-78, 34 seconds to go. Ball in the backcourt. We picked up the dribble with Turnier, and now the Blazers feast on us and take it away. And a three-pointer from the left corner by Cam Hamilton. Can't do that. that ball up in the backcourt, especially when we don't have anybody back there to pass it to. Now we've done it again on a double team. They trap, but we get it to half court, beat the press this time. Walton, open three, missed the look. Dozen seconds to go. They fight for the rebound, and now a whistle in the scrum. And that will send Stan Ternier, the 6'4" freshman from Louisville, Kentucky, to the free throw line. He's one of the 2 walk-ons on the squad. 15 players on the roster for Tom Crean to take a look at after tonight. Free throw is short, hits the front end of the rim and down, no good. And this would be everybody got in the ballgame tonight. Second free throw is good. 93-81. 8 seconds to play. Valdosta State with the ball. A drive to the basket. Into a double team for Georgia, and the ball is knocked out of bounds by the Bulldogs. Tyler Edwards tried to attack a double team. 4.5 seconds to play. Valdosta State to inbound. Baseline left in the front court. Long lob into AG with 1 second to go. He'll force up the three. The horn sounds. That's the end of the ball game, and the three is no good. And Georgia has won this exhibition contest.